What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with that real boxing talk. It's the real thing. You know, no fanboy ish here. And afternoon grind as well. And, you know, one of the guys in one of the boxing groups I'm a part of actually had a great thread. You know, he started a great thread, and that's, you know, seldom too far in between in boxing groups. You know, it's a lot of spam bullshit going on, you know. But he had a good thread, and he started off talking about what's the expectations for Canelo and Triple G pay-per-view numbers. And I said 1.5, and I've been on record on here, I believe, on video, saying 1.5. A lot of people don't think it's going to do 1.5. A lot of people, you know, I seen on the thread, and a lot of other people think 500,000 for this pay-per-view is a success. You know, I immediately said, what about Chavez Jr. and Canelo? It did $1 million. And, you know, we talked about that, debated that, and he was like, you know, Chavez Jr. is way bigger star than Canelo, than Gennady Golovkin. Seems like tired, then slapped me just recently right now. I'm tired as hell. But, yeah, he said, you know, Chavez Jr. is a bigger star than Golovkin. And absolutely, he was right. You know, you got to take your hat off to him. And, you know, he got me right there. And, you know, Golovkin is not the commodity, you know, Chavez Jr. is in America or in Mexico. And, you know, a lot of people felt like they was hoodwinked, you know, by the Chavez Jr. and Canelo fight. And will that have a domino effect on, you know, Canelo's next pay-per-view? You know, Oscar De La Hoya was on record saying that Mayweather-Pacquiao set boxing back as far as the pay-per-view model. I felt like a lot of the pay-per-view model was already getting set back for the simple fact that, you know, Al Heyman is doing, you know, free boxing on regular TV and then basic cable and, you know, doing this thing on Showtime as well. And now Bob Arum, recently, has followed the model on basic cable with ESPN. So I feel like the pay-per-view model is running out, and a lot of people said that on the thread. They said a lot of people are not going to pay for boxing pay-per-view now with streaming, and the pay-per-view model is dying, and that's one of the best things that can happen in the sport of boxing is the death of the pay-per-view model. But still, I still think this fight got enough juice, especially when it comes closer to fight week, that it can do $1.5 million, 1.5, you know. And maybe I'm wrong, and I think, you know, with the Chavez Jr. thing, the way people felt hoodwinked, on ESPN, the hierarchy of casual boxing fan television network, a lot of people felt hoodwinked that it was a one-sided fight, and Canelo and Golovkin had agreed or already signed their fight before the fight had happened. And then they had the WWE style thing. You pay $60 just to see, you know, Triple G say big drama show ready for September 16th. A lot of people felt slighted, and they sick of, you know, paying for pay-per-views, especially with the Pacquiao Mayweather thing, and not getting what they expected. And as much as this fight seems like it's going to deliver on the action side of things, a lot of people are still skeptical. You know, nothing is a for sure thing in a pay-per-view boxing match and in a boxing match in general. You know, this can be a 12-round snoozer as much as, you know, the percentages say it won't, but it could be in most people, especially the casual boxing mind. You know, and you know, Triple G is not a known commodity like his fanboys think he is. He could walk through the mall, any mall in the USA, probably other than New York and possibly somewhere in Big Bear, and nobody will even notice him in Vegas. You know, nobody will bat an eye. Nobody run up here for an autograph, you know, quite honestly. And he's significantly the B side. I feel like Chavez Jr. was a harder A side than he was. But, you know, and I think the Mayweather-McGregor in this discussion, Mayweather-McGregor, if it's a dud and it's a 12-round boring decision, it's not exciting. I think it's going to have a trickle down effect on this pay-per-view. I think in general, by this being a $100 pay-per-view, a lot of people are going to buy it. You know, a lot of people are going to just pay for the Mayweather and McGregor event and just say fuck Golovkin and Canelo, or they're going to pay for the Canelo and Golovkin event and say fuck Mayweather and McGregor. You know, I think it's a decision, you know, for people that's in the middle class or lower class, you know, that's going to be their decision. But I think, you know, if Mayweather and McGregor fails to deliver, you know, when the pay-per-view numbers come out for Canelo and Golovkin, if it's not as big a fight, you know, Oscar's going to throw some more shots and blame Floyd for this shit again and say he did the same thing with Pacquiao Mayweather. He hurt the pay-per-view model. But it's time for it to die. But we gone.